It's been 5 months since Macon Bibb's launch of its gunshot detection system, ShotSpotter. Now, the company placed acoustic sensors at spots around the county to pinpoint gunfire and alert the sheriff's office. Last fall, county commissioners unanimously agreed to spend nearly $2 million of American Rescue Plan money on the system. So far, county leaders say it's helping to reduce gun violence. Tonight, 13 Investigates. Ashlyn Webb looks at how the system is working so far.
Is ShotSpotter working? Is it helping deputies to respond faster or investigators to make arrests? That's the questions we're looking to answer tonight. The Bibb County Sheriff's Office told us in mid-June that they've responded to nearly 3,000 ShotSpotter alerts for shots fired since the system launched in late February. Sergeant Santel Smith is in charge of the new gunshot detection system for the Sheriff's Office. He says ShotSpotter covers 7 square miles of high crime areas. That's about 3% of the whole county.
So this is what our deputies are inside of their patrol cars on their cell phones.
Smith says the system lets them tap into crime as it happens in real time. Like in May, Smith says it helped deputies respond faster when someone shot and killed Armando Cortez Clark on Ibex Street. The first deputy arrived 6 minutes after the first shot was fired.
We received the ShotSpotter alerts before we received the very first phone call that someone had been shot.
During that same shooting, Eddie McIntyre says someone shot at him as he drove home.
And I just ducked. I thought I was hit because it hit so close and all that glass flew all over me.
One bullet hit the passenger seat right next to him.
The bullet went through right here. See that hole? And it came out right here.
Smith says in cases like this one on Ibex Street, ShotSpotter gives them spot-on, precise locations so investigators know where to look for evidence and where not to contaminate a crime scene. But so far in this case, investigators still don't know who killed Armando Cortez Clark or who shot at McIntyre's car. Despite that, McIntyre says ShotSpotter is working in the neighborhood he's called home for the past 27 years. He says he's hearing fewer shots now.
People starting to realize that, with the shots fired, someone's going to get caught.
But Kendrick Anderson says he sees the opposite.
To me, I think it's probably just a waste of money. Because, like I said, the shots go off and cops won't even come. And if they do come, people are about 15, 20 minutes later.
But to get a look at how it's working so far, 13 WMAZ requested all records from the Bibb County Sheriff's Office on ShotSpotter calls in one weekend, from Friday, June 3rd to Tuesday, June 7th. In that time, the county responded to 66 ShotSpotter alerts, involving a total of 286 shots fired. That's about one alert every 2 hours. In a few cases, deputies collected shell casings and sent them to their crime lab. But in more, deputies wrote they found nothing. No shell casings, no shooter. And in most of the ShotSpotter records, there's no record of a deputy following up at all. So are deputies responding to each ShotSpotter alert?
We respond to every incident that comes into the 911 center. Our staffing is adequate to handle whatever we have to come into.
Is it ever overwhelming for patrol deputies?
Believe it or not, ShotSpotter only makes up only 4% of all calls that we respond to. We actually respond to more residential alarms than we do ShotSpotter alerts.
In the reports we got, response to ShotSpotter alerts range from a few minutes to more than an hour. And although Macon is on track to break its yearly homicide record again, Mayor Lester Miller says ShotSpotter is already reducing gun violence.
We have seen some areas in Macon already that the number of shots fired has decreased as much as 25 to 30%.
Now, none of the records we received mentioned arrests, so we asked Bibb County Sheriff's Office if ShotSpotter has led to any arrests so far. They say it's led to at least 6. For 13 Investigates, I'm Ashlyn Webb.
And Mayor Miller also told us he believes ShotSpotter saved at least 3 lives this year, but could not give us any specifics. You can learn more about how the system works by checking out this story on 13WMAZ.com.